All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to South Decatur High School. Jim Wall with Zach Little here. I just did it when I talked about the other day when you listened. Anyway, so tonight we got the Edinburgh Lancers made the trip south here to South Decatur to take on the Cougars tonight. Real quick, we're going to go over just a couple sponsors that we got. Our first quarter sponsor coming up is H&R Block. Gillen and Howe Funeral Homemaker Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesler Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, Morning Breeze Retirement Healthcare Facility, Tree City, Needful Things, welcome new vendors. I just read other sponsors I wasn't supposed to, but that's okay. Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, Fry's A&W. Also, too, it's going to be it's hard with this game starting a little earlier in the evening. It's hard with the way the sun sets here, so it's going to be kind of hard to see, but you can listen. Just bear with us. Zach, I do believe last time that they played, South came out on the victorious end, shutting them out. I'm not for sure if it was 39 or 36. I have to ask Josh maybe, but they shut them out. They didn't score anything, so we'll see what they got up their sleeve. What do you think?
I don't know. I think maybe we see a couple of different guys maybe score the ball here tonight. I know with me working here at the school, Miles and Elon have both been talking to me yesterday and today about them getting a play drawn up for them to score a touchdown.
Which Lad Hampton last time, I think it was Edinburgh, or might have been their last game. I'm not for sure.
I believe it was Edinburgh.
Edinburgh was their last game, and Lad Hampton actually got to run one in. So real quick, we're going to go over the Cougar lineup for you tonight. We got Ethan Rohr, number 1, Emmett McFarland. Number 2, Raylan Henson. Number 5, Austin Owens. Number 8, Kyler Leary. Number 11, Riker Martin, 14. Cameron Rigby, 20. Peyton Bear, 22. Brody Bolton, 28. Landon Ward, 29. Elon Phelps, 52. Dalton Schaus, 55. Miles Wall, 56. Hayden Hampton, 75. Aiden Kelly, 78. Jack Rathburn, 79. Rylan Meadows, 80. Wyatt Flynn, 83. Coaches are Mike Rohr, Ben Vandenberg, Jonathan Schaus, and head coach is Josh Wall. This will be their second to last game. Their last game is, I believe, next Tuesday because it got moved, and it's at Jennings County. So they'll play Jennings County. So for those of you who haven't got to watch this year, I know we've done one other game. A lot of promise for the future. South Decatur football got a big line. Talking to Josh, there's 4 guys, which is, I think, Elon Phelps, Hampton, who's Emmett McFarland, and Miles Wall. Combined weight, the 4 of them's over 800 pounds. And let me tell you something, it looks like there's grown men out there playing. To be honest with you, doesn't it, Little?
It does all the time.
I mean, you see them in school every day, and I mean, you're what, 6'3", 6'4"?
About 6'3".
6'3", so I mean, and you're looking almost eye to eye to these guys. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. It's good to see what's out there, what they got, and what they're going to do. So we're about 6 minutes, I believe, till the opening ceremony part of tonight. We're going to take a real quick break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more, and we'll be right back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gill and Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gill and Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today. Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School. We got about 3 minutes until we get the opening ceremonies underway here, ladies and gentlemen.
I do want to say I do apologize not being able. Zach and I didn't bring the game on Friday night. I did have a surgery procedure done, so we wasn't able to get here Friday night to do it, which those of you who know, I mean, it was pretty much a one-sided contest for the varsity game. I think what was the final score? 55-8. That's what it was. So, I mean, it was one-sided. But we will be here this Friday. Tune in if you're not able to make it. If you are, please come out and watch. This Friday is at 7:30, and it's homecoming this weekend. And if you got time, at 5 o'clock in the town of Westport, they have the homecoming parade, which will have your youth football teams and cheerleaders.
Yep.
They'll have the homecoming court, and as well as the football team will be in the parade. It'd be a good, fun evening Friday night. If you ain't doing nothing, come out and watch some good football. I believe Cloverdale comes in here to South. South is 4-1 right now, the varsity level, and I'm not for sure Cloverdale's record. I didn't do no research on it.
I'm not quite sure on that, Jim.
So, I mean, but I do know they've lost a few games. I know that. So it'll be good. And this next weekend, this past Saturday in youth football, South Decatur, they hosted the youth football league here, which is 29 teams, and I'm not kidding y'all. There was no parking spot in this whole facility. Probably the most people we've seen out here in a very long time. It's really neat. But if you're able to go next Saturday, they play in North Decatur. I do know that our A team, which is 5th and 6th graders, is 4-0 in that league. They have beat both Batesville teams. They beat the number 1 team, Greenfield Central. Who was the other one that they played? North Decatur.
Yep.
It was North Decatur, one of their teams, or their team. So they've done really well. A lot of promise, everybody, those of you at home, with this program coming up in the next few years. Again, I do want to say I do apologize with the sun the way it is. It's hard to see the field if you're watching at home, but just tune in and listen. We'll make sure we get it going. The last game that we did broadcast, unfortunately, they played North Decatur and got shut out.
Yep.
I think it was like 43-0. But we're looking for difference tonight. I know that game wasn't a team that we had originally watched, Zach, the first game that we saw. I mean, there was a lot of hard hits with South, and they did a lot there. So it'll be interesting to see, man. What do you think tonight? What do you think South's got to do, this junior high team, to come out to play tonight?
I don't know. I mean, obviously I coached 1 year of football at junior high, and Edinburgh's junior high, as you guys can't see at home, but as we see up here, they got some pretty big kids. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be good and quick. They could be really slow getting off on a snap.
Well, and they only got 13 boys on their team, too, which is a low number. So, But I agree. I think the snap part of it, they're going to be quick. They're going to hit hard. You're not going to. You don't want penalties. You don't want to, holding and all that stuff. Most of all, too, watch your snap count, man. Watch that ball. Mm-hmm. We don't need to, offsides or legal procedure or anything. So they're going to start the opening ceremonies. We'll. I think if South stays with that momentum and they go running the ball, even passing the ball sometimes, but running the ball, I think, they're going to be. They're going to be all right. So, tell you what, we're going to go ahead and go to break. They're going to get ready to do the national anthem. We'll come back and we'll get this thing rolling. We'll be right back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, back here after the national anthem, and we're getting ready for the coin toss here.
I think it's going to be interesting to see, man. I'm anxious to see. Hopefully they come out. Hopefully South. It's hard. Even coaching softball, I don't care what you've coached, basketball, softball, football, whatever. When you beat a team whole-handedly, it's hard to not come into a game thinking it's going to be a certain way, but you can't.
Yeah.
Every battle, every game is a new game, no matter where it is or what it is, and that makes it, it makes it tough, but not tough. You know what I mean? At their ages, they think about it. You remember when you was in high school. Coaches like, don't worry about it, but new game, we got to go. But even when you don't think about it, you do think about it. So I think that's just something they're going to have to do. Josh and, this coaching staff, I think they've done a great job. They're on the same page of doing what they need to do to build this program. And I'm excited, man, being a part of this program, seeing how it is, what they're doing, and what's going to come out of it. Yeah. I mean, I think they're going to grow, and these boys ain't done growing; they're just junior high boys. So I mean, these boys are stocky. I mean, we've seen a hit that Miles put on a player in one of the games, and he hit him pretty hard, hit him solid.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do. I mean, see who comes out. And a lot of it depend on the ball. If you go defense first, which is not always a bad thing, but you got to make sure you stop them. And if you don't, because then you're matching, you have to match them for everything. So,
yeah, it's different when you call a junior high game versus a high school game.
Oh, absolutely.
Because sometimes junior high, you got kids that didn't play in elementary that want to come up here and give it a try. And then sometimes those are the kids that become your 4-year starters that just blossom from nothing, not even playing in elementary, and they come out here in junior high and they find out they love it.
Yep.
And then they hit the weight room, get stronger.
Yep.
They work with the upperclassmen to get better. And
that's the thing, man. I mean, so for those of you at home, South didn't win the toss. They deferred, so Edinburgh will get the ball. South will get it beginning of the second half. You got to come out right now, man. You got to come out and hit them hard. I mean, you got to imprint your number on their forehead. I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? It's the way it is. It's football. You know, I never did play football, man. That's one sport I wish I would have played. Played baseball and basketball, but I never played football. And now being older, watching it more involved and seeing it, I wish I'd have played.
Yeah, I played 1 year, and in that 1 year, I told myself I wish I'd have played all 4.
Yep. And that's the thing, man. I mean, as a young person, you don't think about all those things. Then when you become adult, you're like, I wish I'd have done it different.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing. So
the kickoff number 2, Caden Talbot for the Lancers. Kicking off for your Cougars number 52, Elon Phelps.
So Elon Phelps is going to be back to kick it off. Zach, I'm going to let you do your thing, my friend.
All right. So it looks like, yes, as Jim said, Elon Phelps back to kick for the Cougars. Kicks up. A little nice pop-up. It looks like that Lancer just missed it in the sun, but they pick it up, and
he's brought down by
He's
Phelps.
brought down by Elon Phelps.
Kicker kicked him, brought him down, man. That's what you got to do brought him back about for a loss of 10.
I'll tell you what. That kid has a lot of drive.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He does. He just doesn't stop.
No, and that's the cool part about it. You know, and as long as he stays that way, that's the key, man.
Yeah.
That's the key.
So 1st and 10 for the Lancers here. Ball in the 34. And we do have a play clock tonight, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So
Which is good.
yes. So 1st and 10, looks like the Lancers are going to go under center here with 2 backs in the backfield. 1 receiver split to the left here. Quarterback's going to get it, and it's a fumble right off the bat. And
South's got it already?
South did indeed get it
Wow.
already. I couldn't see the ball. I saw the quarterback turn, but then I didn't see the ball, so I had to think there was a fumble.
That's what you don't want.
First play of the game.
No. And because you gave them good field position here, so we'll see what they got up their sleeves, Zach.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. Ball on the 34. Didn't move at all. We got 3 backs in the backfield behind Riker Martin here. That's quarterback. He's going to take the ball from under center here. And it's going to be a handoff here to Elon Phelps. And Elon's just running over the whole team. And he has your first score of the game here, ladies and gentlemen.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Was there a flag on the play?
There is a flag on the field.
Of course, so they're going to call holding. Nope.
Illegal formation.
Cougars.
Man, you got to hate that.
Well, let's do it this way, Bubba. Yeah, I hate that for Phelps, but listen, let's line them back. Let's run and do it again, buddy.
Yes.
Because that right there tells you they struggle inside. He ran it right up the middle, Zach.
Yeah, he did. So we're going to back him up here. 1st and 15 from the 39. And it looks like we got the same formation here. Riker Martin under center. Going to give the handoff to Elon Phelps again, and Elon Phelps is brought down this time by
Gain of 10, though.
So I thought he was going to get through there again, but then they somehow found a way to wrap him up.
So it looks like maybe a gain of 7 or 8, yeah.
2nd and 8 here for the Cougars. Riker Martin going to take the ball from under center, 1 back in the backfield. And it's going to be a reverse here to the close side of the field. And that is Brody Bolton on the carry.
Number 28, Brody Bolton.
Picks up a first down there.
Tackle on the play for the Lancers.
Man, and that stinks. You know, you run. You win the coin toss, you defer, they get the ball, you kick it off, they get the ball, you got good field position, got them back, they fumble it, you recover, bust through on the first play, and then there's legal formation, they bring it back. But that's all right. It's just that's frustrating, man.
It is. So Riker Martin going to get the ball from under center here, and it's going to be a fake reverse. And that was Cameron Rigby on the carry there.
But here's the thing, too, Zach. Punch it through, keep punching away, yard by yard, run the time, let the clock go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't drag it out too long. And
so 2nd and 5 here, ball on the 13 here for the Cougars. And Riker Martin has nobody in the backfield with him. He's taking the snap from under gun. He's going to pass a little short drop-off and incomplete right through Brody Bolton's hands there.
Riker Martin's pass thrown incomplete. Intended for number 28, Brody Bolton. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
That's one of them plays that if you're a young 7th grader coming in and you're that close to the line, you're scared almost because you don't know who's behind you.
Yep. 3rd and 5 now. Ball on the 13.
Martin going to go from under center here. Going to be a handoff here to Brody Bolton again. And Brody Bolton's got some blockers. And he's brought down.
He's going to have a first down.
So that's going to bring up 1st and goal here.
First down. It'll be 1st and goal. Ball at the 7.
So, just like that, 5 plays, they're already back right where they wanted to be.
Is it me? It just, I don't know. I guess maybe it's junior high versus high school. It just looks slow motion.
It does, yes.
You know what I mean? It don't look like they can bust off that line like they can,
I think it's just because we're used to seeing Corbin Johnson run all the time.
True.
So 1st and goal here for the Cougars. Riker Martin from the gun. He's going to hand it off here to Cameron Rigby. Cameron Rigby is going to just run a Lancer over in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Cougars!
So they ultimately did get the touchdown back after that penalty. So either way, it's still 6-0.
And it looks like they might go for 2.
Yep, looks like they are going to go for 2. And again here we see that 3 backs in the backfield.
Probably, I bet they're going to go to Elin.
Yep, my guess is Elin Phelps. And that they do, and he just walks right in for the touchdown. So 2-point conversion. Your Cougars.
And I wonder. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Your Cougars lead.
I wonder if them boys you see him lining up. Guys, if those of you at home, I know you can't see him, but he's probably what 6'1", 6'2".
He's almost looking at me in the eyes.
200 pounds plus, running right at you.
Man,
that's what Josh and them have. They got that with Miles. They got that with Hampton. Miles Wall, and then you got it with Hayden Hampton, and then you got it with Ian Phelps, too. Plus, you got Emma McFarland that can do stuff.
Absolutely.
Number 2, Caden Talbot.
So they're back to kick it off. The Cougars are again.
And number 80, Jonathan Burgett, back peak for the Lancers.
And that's only been, 2 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. Elan's going to kick it off here, a little short squib kick, and it hits the Lancer. And he gets swarmed by the whole host of Cougars there. It was almost bad. Elin kicked it and almost went and got it.
Yeah, and he touched it.
Yeah.
So, and that's what they got to realize. I know, it's got to go so far, but if they touch it, it's not that big of a deal. You can go grab that ball.
And that's one of them plays where on the opposite side of the field, that coach over there, he tells his boy he sees it on the ground, he's got to drop on it.
Yep. And, that's where they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Didn't pay attention, I guess.
So 1st and 10 here for the Lancers. Ball on the 45-yard line. And it looks like they're going to have 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback is going to go from under center here. And
no way.
We got a false start, it looks like. Yep. False start here on the Lancers, so that's going to back them up here.
We've, and even in high school to this, it's weird to see. We see this quite a bit, and that's what I made the statement even earlier, even with South. But you got to watch the ball. You're on offense, just watch that ball. But I get it. Your adrenaline's rushing. You want to time it right, and I get how that goes, but you just cost your team 5 yards.
Yep, and that's when I played, I was always taught, even when I played wide receiver, we always had our head looking down the line of scrimmage at the ball, and that's when we knew when to go, when it was snapped. So 1st and 15 here for the Lancers. Ball in the 40. And it looks like they're going to line up in the same formation. Quarterback under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Little pitch here to the back, and he's got some room. And he's brought down after about a 5-6 yard gain there.
It was about
15 or
who is that? 56? That was Miles.
Yep, that was Miles.
Miles Wall with the
Into the play, number 56, Miles Wall, gain of
6.
gain of 11 on the play.
11 on it because they were back 5 yards. Yep.
2nd down and 4.
So 2nd and 4 here for the Lancers. And it's going to be on the 49.
You know, they did collapse on him. It's bad that they got the 11 yards because Emmett McFarland missed him. He was right in his grip, but he missed him.
Yeah.
You know, but still they stopped him.
Right.
I mean, their defense, they just got to push through. And watch these guys up on this line. You know, they're rushing them, dude.
Lancers going to get the snap here. And it's we got some laundry on the field there.
That was
56
Miles again.
Penalty called against the Lancers.
So a hold against the Lancers. That's going to back them up again. So
Yep, that was a holding call, I believe.
Holding was called against the Lancers. I'll push it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Seeing just like that, man, you gained 11 yards
that 11
in here.
to go
It is right back.
Second down and 15. Call it 14 from the 41.
I'll tell you what, Miles got through that line quick.
Yes, he did.
He read it and was through that line quick.
So we got 2nd and 14. So once again, they picked up that 11, went back 10. So they're right back to square one here. 2nd and 14, ball in the 41. Looks like they're going to go out of the under center again with 2 backs. Going to hand it off to one of the backs in the backfield.
Get over here, boys.
He's got some grass over here. Missed tackles, and he's just hit out of bounds there by Raylan Henson. That's a tongue twister. So
timeout on the field. We have an injured player.
looks like we got a injured Lancer over here on the Cougar sideline.
So we'll wait and see what can happen. That was Caden Talbot. It was with the carry on that. And he was tackled out of bounds on the Cougar sideline. That was a good run. I mean, he broke around and saw the grass, had that good run. But
I believe it looked like he was holding his shoulder, so it looks like when he got hit, did something to his shoulder.
And if you're Edinburgh, you can't afford that, man.
No.
You only got 13 guys total.
Yeah.
I mean, he's up.
For the injured player, number 2, Caden Talbot. That last carry is good for a Lancer first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the Cougar 36-yard line.
So the Lancers did pick up a first down on that play. 1st and 10 from the 36. And, yeah, I mean, you got to hate that 13 kids and one goes out hurt. Hopefully he's not out long.
Right. Right, which you have to come out that play, at least set out one play. But, yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's over on the sideline, so maybe he'll be all right. Standing up, getting a drink of water. They got to crash him in on defense. They got to – South's got to hold him.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want him to match what you've done.
So it looks like the Lancers are going to go from under center again, 2 backs in the backfield again, and it's going to be a pitch to one of the 2 backs, and he's got some green grass.
Got a flag.
And he's brought down by Elon Phelps, but there is a flag down.
For the Lancers, tackle made number 52, Elon Phelps. There's a flag on the field near the line of scrimmage.
Holding, I believe, against Edinburgh.
Holding
yeah.
Man.
You know, it gets frustrating as a coach, man. And you know, you try to tell these boys, if you get beat, don't, you know what I mean? Try to stay with them. First of all, don't get beat.
Right.
But if you get beat, you don't want to do that. Because like what they're doing now, this is tough. They're working against themselves.
Yeah.
Second down and 17 from the 43.
So 2nd and 17 here from the 43. And the Lancers, once again, going to go under center with 2 backs in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff up the gut to one of the backs.
Miles with a sack, Bubba. Wow.
I mean, as soon as the quarterback
Sorry, I didn't mean to take it away, buddy.
No, you're good.
That just got me. And it is my nephew, so I get excited about that, buddy. That was.
I mean, the quarterback just handed it off, and Miles was there.
See, and this is a total different team than what we saw against North Decatur.
Yeah.
This is not the same team we watched against North Decatur. And this was the team we was talking about that we saw that was shocked that didn't show up. And I think if they would have, it'd have been a whole different ball game.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
So 3rd and 20 here for the Lancers, ball on the 46. And just when they thought things were going good, they're degressing now. So they're going to go under center again, 2 backs, and laundry on the field, and we have a delay of game. So it's going to be 3rd and 25. Man, back-to-back plays here with penalties, and it's just not getting any better.
It's kind of shocking. I don't know how it is, but Edinburgh usually does decent. Don't they have a decent football team usually? I mean, I know they've been down a little bit, even varsity level, but.
Lancer's going to give the handoff here to one of the backs in the backfield, and he's brought down after about a yard, maybe tackled on the play by Cam Rigby.
So Rigby with another tackle.
On the carry for the Lancers. Tackle made Cougars number 20, Cameron Rigby. Gain of a yard brings up 4th down and 24.
So 4th and 24. We're going to see what the Lancers do here.
Man, and look at that. They started down here, what, the 35?
Yeah.
And they made it all the way to about the 35, 36, opposite end, but just couldn't do nothing. Penalties hurt them.
So it looks like they're confused themselves. And so they are going to punt, but it's a short snap, and it's taken by Emmett McFarland, and Emmett is dragging a Lancer.
Oh, man. That was Tolbert that had a hold of his leg, but he was dragging him down the field, man.
So Emmett gets about 2 yards on that play.
It'll be Cougar ball, 1st and 10 from their own 40.
So 1st and 10 from the 40. And the Cougars take over possession. And maybe we might see a run here. And
we'll see. I'm assuming they will. I mean, that's definitely been their strength so far tonight, Zach.
Yeah. So Riker Martin going to go from the gun, motions it back, and he's going to fake it and keep it. And he
be a holding.
Got pushed forward for a little bit, but I think we're going to get backed up here. A hold, yes. So we're going to back him up here. That's not what you want to see your first possession after the punt.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, what we talked about, the penalties will get you.
Yeah. So 1st and 18 here for the Cougars from the 32. Riker Martin going to go from the gun here. 2 backs in the back, 1 back in the backfield, sorry. And that back is Emmett McFarland. And it looks like some confusion here for the Cougars. Riker Martin rears back to pass, and it's incomplete. That was almost caught by Brody Bolton.
Tell you what, that was a step back and fire. I mean, he did well.
looked like they were confused on that play. They didn't know what they were going to do.
Yeah, I know. Well, who was that, Brody?
Yeah.
He came in and didn't know where, and it kind of gave it away a little bit. You know what I mean? When he come in, then some confusion, and they threw it that way. But 2nd and 18 again due to a penalty. So we'll see what they got up their sleeve.
Looks like they're going to go under center this time with Emmett McFarland in the backfield. Riker Martin gets a snap, and it's going to be an end around to Brody Bolton. And Brody's got a blocker on the outside, but he cuts it back up, cuts it across field, and he's taken down after, I don't know, about 8, 9.
It's going to bring it to the end of the quarter. So, yeah. So, as we come to the end of the first quarter here at South Decatur, your South Decatur Cougars 8, the Edinburgh Lancers 0. We'll be right back after this.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School, and it is the start of the second quarter, and our second quarter sponsor is Decatur County Memorial Health. Thank you for all that you do for the entire county. So that was a kind of a quick-paced first quarter there. Had one score. Cougars are up 8-0, and maybe looking to add on this quarter before halftime.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do. They're going to have to come up with something. That was a good run play. The reverse gets them every time.
Yeah.
I mean, they've both times they've ran that play. Tonight in the first quarter, it's been successful. Worked out for them. But I don't know, man. To me, I'd almost run them. I'd almost run one of my big guys right up the middle.
Yeah. I mean, from first play that the Cougars had, I mean, Elon took it to the house.
Right, and I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, and here they go again.
So 3 backs here behind Riker Martin. And he's going to go from under center. He's going to get it, pitch it to Emmett McFarland. Emmett's got a blocker and some green grass and a first down. Stiff-arming people.
Nice.
And it gets brought down after he picks up the first down.
That's very good for a South Decatur first down.
You know, and that's what they got to do, Zach. They just got to keep pushing the ball, keep grounding and pounding, man.
Yeah.
1 yard at a time, no matter what it takes. And sometimes like that. And South's got enough big guys, even in that can run the ball, that, you know, they're big enough. They can push the ball through. They can ground and pound.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just one of them things where, you know, they're just going to have to do what they're doing. So keep it up, though, too.
So Riker Martin going to take the snap from under center. Gives it off here to Cam Rigby. Cam Rigby's got a hole, and he almost ran over a Lancer, but he just kind of fell and fell forward for about a gain of 7.
That's what it looks like.
Brings up second down and 3.
So,
and again, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Just keep doing that, man.
Yep.
You do it all night long. You're working the clock. You're using the clock to your favor, plus you're marching the ball down the field.
So second and 3 here for the Cougars. And looks like Riker Martin's going to go from under center here with a handoff here to Brody Bolton. Brody Bolton's got a blocker out front, and he's brought down after a first down. So
the hesitation hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be looking downfield, Zach, and already know whether you're going to cut, juke, go along the side, or, you know, cut back. You can't really stop and hesitate.
Yeah.
And you definitely can't do it at the next level.
And I I think part of that was as a running back, you see your blocker, you want to know which guy he's going to hit, so that way you can adjust yourself.
Right.
So I think that might have been what the hesitation was from.
Yeah, true.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cougars, ball on the 26. Riker Martin going to take the snap from the shotgun with Emmett McFarland behind him. He's going to rear back the pass. He's got Brody Bolton, and the pass was almost intercepted.
I think it was, but I think he's down.
Pass thrown.
Let's see.
Intercepted by the
And it
Lancers.
was.
Yep.
Down by knee on the ground.
It was
It'll be
intercepted
Lancer
there.
ball, 1st and 10
And that ball
from their own 18-yard
just
line.
bounced off of Brody's hands.
You know, we say it if you've listened to us at for varsity, we talked about Alex Meyer, a few plays having butterfingers, and he has a couple times tonight too.
Yeah.
He's dropped a couple easy passes that should be caught. And then on that one, when you bobble it like that, that's what you don't want to do around a bunch of defenders because all you got to do is catch the ball.
Yeah.
So they need to hold him here. South's got to hold him on right here.
So 1st and 10 for the Lancers. They're going to take over on the 18-yard line here. And it looks like they are going to go under center here with 2 backs in the backfield. And it's going to be a pitch to one of the backs. And he picks up the 1st down. And he's finally brought down there by
Miles
Wall.
Miles Wall. All the way across the field, Miles came and got him, brought him down.
Yeah.
6 Miles Wall. That carried good for a Edinburgh 1st down.
I saw Elon break through there and thought he was going to get him, but that kid was just quick off the end there.
Yes, he was. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, but he read the play too. So, yeah, it's a 1st down, but luckily they were deep enough. We just got to stop them. I mean, man, we got to stop them. We haven't been.
So 1st and 10 for the Lancers, ball on the 33. They're going to line up in the same formation again. If I had to say, that's their favorite one. And it's a pitch here to one of the backs.
Riker Martin read it all day long.
Riker Martin just comes from the opposite side of the field and brings him down in the backfield.
Play by your Cougars, number 14, Riker Martin. Loss of 4 on the play brings up 2nd down and 14.
So that's 2nd and 14 here for the Lancers. And ball on the 29. And just when they thought things were getting good, there's one of the Cougars there to make a play to bring them back on some yards.
Yeah, and I think, too, they just got to stay focused, man.
Yep.
You got to stay focused.
So the Lancers, again, lined up under center. Pitch here to the running back. He's looks like he was almost brought down the backfield, and he is.
And that's that was Schaus, and it looked like Phelps. But, man, I was watching Miles on that. He come up, blocked 2 defenders, realizes the ball's going that way, stops, takes a step back, cuts across to follow the runner, across the outside of the field, and then when he cuts back, he comes and busts through and was helped there, and he assisted in that tackle too.
Yeah.
But that's what you got to do. You got to read this, and that's what these boys do. If you notice on the line, Josh and them's done a really good job of working with these guys on the defensive line to watch. Block when the ball's moving. Just stop. You ain't got to. If it's going across the field, stop blocking. Move to the ball.
Yep. So 3rd and 15 here for the Lancers. Ball on the 28, and once again, lined up with 2 backs in the backfield and a receiver split to the left, and the quarterback's gonna keep it, and he's brought down immediately by Riker Martin. And we have an injured Lancer on the play. It was their quarterback. So that's.
Man, he's blowing around pain. Tell you what, Luddle, let's take a break, man. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, we're back here at South Decatur High School, and something you don't want to see there is the opposing team's quarterback being carted off the field.
Well, and as we stated earlier, man, they started the game with 13.
Yeah.
Now you're down to
12.
And
it will be 4th down and long for the Lancers.
you just don't want to, you just don't want to see that, man. That's
After the last play.
No matter who it is, you just don't want to see it, professional or anything.
no. And again, though, man, like I was saying, there's some big boys on this line.
Yeah.
They're not small. And, I mean, that's the thing. They'll put a hurting on you when they hit you. I mean, they're going to make you remember. We was at Greenfield Central, and Miles was joking around with me and come running at me about 10 yards away, and I ain't going to lie, he scared me a little bit. Tucked his shoulder. I thought he was going to take me down. You remember when he did that day?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, but I'm just saying, that's somebody coming at you with no pads and a helmet on.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll see what's going to happen with them. They're going to, of course, continue to play. Clock starts. There's just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's 8-0. South Decatur over Edinburgh. We just paused for a few moments. The quarterback went down, unfortunately, with an injury. Had to be carted off the field. And Edinburgh, if you're just joining us, only has 13 players. So now it takes them to 12. So we'll hopefully everything works out with the Colton Luttrell and that injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. So take it away, Zach.
So 4th and 20 here for the Lancers, and they're not going to punt it. They're going to elect to run the ball here, and he almost got the first down, but it's brought down, it looks like, by Dalton Schaus.
Carry for the Lancers. Tackle made by number of Cougars on the play. It will be turnover on downs Cougars will
So
have the
turnover on downs, and the Cougars are going to take over here.
10, ball spotted on the Lancer 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 36.
And you know it wasn't a bad run.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's just, them kids, you got to be thinking in the back of their head, like, what am I going to do when I get exhausted? And we only have 12 players.
And your starting quarterback goes down.
Yeah.
So now your backup, whomever that might be, has to come in. So, yeah, you just kind of got to go with it. So, Martin under center. Tosses back to McFarland on the far side. It's picked up, brought down. The gain of about 5, 8.
On the carry for your Cougars. Tackle made by the Lancers, number 80.
Oh, 80. Okay, Jonathan Burgett is who made that tackle.
On the play brings up 2nd down and a long 5.
So 2nd and a long 5 for the Cougars here. And you got to almost think they're going to go a run here again, and Martin going to give it, and it's an end around here, but it's a fake. Cam Rigby, he gets hit and just.
Oh, no.
Number 20, Cameron Rigby on the carry for the Cougars. That carry good for a South Decatur first down.
And we have another Lancer hurt.
We have another official's timeout.
He's getting up.
He's getting up under his own power. Looks like he's shaking his arm. Looked like he might have got his wrist or something. So that's never a good sign.
No, it's not a good sign, buddy. That's something that, again, when you're down with players, and you know what South's battled this for many years here.
Limited number of players.
Limited number of players, and, you just go with what you got.
Yep. So, Riker Martin, the handoff here to Brody Bolton. Brody Bolton's got blockers, and he's picked up and almost slammed down.
Carry, tackle made.
Looks like that was about a gain of 5, maybe 6.
Brings up 2nd down and 5.
So 2nd and 5 for the Cougars here.
Clock running down, and about 1:30 left here in the first half. Still 8-0.
And a good thing is that they did bring the quarterback back to the sideline, so
maybe he'll be back the second half.
Maybe. So it's a good thing he didn't have to get transported anywhere.
Right. So 2nd and 5 here.
Riker Martin going to go from under center here. 3 backs in the backfield. Pitch to Emmett McFarland. And he's got a lane, and he's tried to roll into the touchdown there.
Number 2, Emmett McFarland.
But he's about maybe a yard and a half short.
That carry good for a South Decatur first down.
And that's one of them things where you're a running back like that, and there's people in front of you, and they take out your legs. You kind of want to fall on them and maybe roll in.
Timeout called South Decatur.
We got a timeout here called by the Cougars, and want to go ahead and once again thank our second quarter sponsor, Decatur County Memorial Hospital. And the score here, 8-0, 58 seconds left to go. And we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School, your Cougars lead 8-0.
I like it, bud. You're learning it, man. Run that commercial all the way up to time.
Knocking on the door here for a touchdown, fumbled, and it looks like it was picked up by Elon Phelps, and I don't know if he rolled forward for a
What
yard
I
there.
don't understand, and you can hear Edinburgh coach, ball rolled and fell right in front of like 4 players, and it's like they were standing there watching.
So about 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Cougars knocking on the door to get another score here before the half.
And then they come back with the ball.
Yep. Martin going to give it here to
And Miles.
Miles Wall.
Oh, just a yard short. 2 yards short.
So it looks like Miles is going to.
Yeah, he called a timeout. Good. Miles joked with us Saturday at the youth football game. Well, not really joked. He was hoping. He wants a rushing touchdown. So they're trying, and he did, but they stopped him on that. So let's go over real quick. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors you got right there, Zach.
We got Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Yeah, we want to thank you guys for all your sponsors. And another thing, we did pick up a third quarter sponsor.
Yeah.
So that's
good.
always a good thing.
So now we're fully sponsored all the way through the quarters, and we appreciate that. We'll go over that more at the start of the third quarter. But, yeah, that is good news, man. That's always nice when you have that. So 20.6 seconds left in the first half. The Cougars are on the 3-yard line trying to punch it in. They did win the toss. They deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. So they're just trying to score, Zach, so they come back and maybe score again.
Yeah. And looks like Miles is down here in the 3-point stance. And it's a handoff to him, and he gets pushed in. He gets pushed
That's
in
a touchdown.
there. Touchdown by Miles Wall.
Number 56, Miles Wall on the carry. 3 yards for the score.
And Miles was right. He told us
got
Saturday.
He got it.
He said he was
Cahoots.
getting
There
one.
you go, buddy. Nice job, Miles. He got to do it. You know, when you're a big guy like that, you don't always get to do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you get that opportunity to do that, that's what you want to do, and it's exciting. That's good. I'm glad he got that opportunity.
And with me being around these kids all the time, 5 days a week, like I could just tell by Miles' expression that he, all week when he's talking about it, he wants it. And Cougars went for 2, and Elon Phelps gets another 2-point conversion there. So 12.9. Cougars lead 16-0. And so Elon, he's got 2 2-point conversions, and Miles got himself a rushing touchdown.
And he got what he wanted, man.
Yeah.
And that's exciting. That's always good. I think he said, was it Hampton that got one last time?
Yep, Hampton got one
Or
against
last
Edinburgh.
game?
Yep.
And we've seen Phelps. Didn't Phelps score one, too, at one point? Or not? No, he
It was
ran the ball.
the one that got brought
Well,
back.
it got brought back. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Just got an update from my sister on my nephew's game tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How they doing?
They are up 13-6 at half.
Who's they playing?
I don't know. It's the playoffs down there at Silver Creek. So.
I got you. Yeah, we had an opportunity to go down and watch them a couple weeks ago. Man, that was awesome getting to watch them play. They got some big boys down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when they can rear back and throw a ball 20 yards in the 3rd and 4th grade, you got some big boys.
Yes, absolutely.
And a new, beautiful facility down there.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And I always joke with my nephew. I say, you got it better than what I did in high school.
Yeah, they do. I'm telling you, man. It's nice. Press box nice. Bleachers nice. Field's nice. Brand new turf. 12.9 seconds. Phelps back to kick it off.
Picked up here by a Lancer, and he's going to bring it to the close side of the field, and he's brought down there by, looks like Raylan Henson. So 16.3 to go here in the first half. or 6.3. Sorry, not 16.
First and 10 for the Lancers. Ball
So we're gonna see if they're gonna have a little Hail Mary heave here. Maybe, I don't know. See if they'll pull a Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. And that's, well. Which Aaron Rodgers you talking about? Let's clarify this.
The Aaron Rodgers.
The Aaron Rodgers.
The Hail Mary pass at the
We don't want the Aaron
Lions
Rodgers
game.
of getting
No,
hurt.
no.
Our camera person just got up here. She's doing cheer practice, but Kate just got up here. Was you able to see Miles? No. Oh, he just scored a 3-yard touchdown. Got to run one in, yeah.
So 6.3. And looks like they're going to run a play here. And we have a delay of game against the Lancers. They didn't know what they were going to do.
5 yards back. First and 15.
So that's going to back the Lancers up first and 15. And still 6.3. No time went off the clock here. And the quarterback's going to drop back to pass. And he's brought down by Miles Wall.
Cougars hook the sack.
As soon as he reared back to throw it, Miles just sacked him. So that's going to do it for the first half.
The Cougars lead 16-0.
And the Cougars lead 16-0 here. And we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
On Saturday, both junior
All right,
high and
back here at South Decatur High School, halftime, and our halftime sponsor tonight, Stone's Farm Service. So thank you for sponsoring halftime. We got about 3:40 to go here before we kick off the second half.
I was just going to say, Zach, we've seen a lot of penalties tonight, which we said that what they don't need to happen. We've seen a few injuries for Edinburgh, which is not good. But the positive thing, I don't know if you heard Zach say earlier, but the quarterback that was carted off the field actually was taken back over to the sideline, and we saw him before the end of the half. He was running, up and down the sideline, working on his things. So I don't know. Maybe listen. When I caught in baseball, I took a foul ball off the kneecap on the inside, and it moved my kneecap. Mm-hmm. I mean, excruciating pain, but it was weird. It popped it back in, and I still caught the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I didn't stop. So those things it's amazing what the human body can do. And sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
flex. But I think South's going to come out if you're just joining us. We're at halftime, 16-0 South Decatur over Edinburgh here in Westport at South Decatur High School. And South's going to have the ball. They won the toss. They deferred, so they're going to start it. They just need to ground and pound, buddy.
Yeah.
And their defense did so well in the first part of the game, but kind of slacked off towards the end. I mean, and I'm not saying they're not getting tired. I'm just,
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, it's obviously homecoming week here at the high school, so some of these kids are getting their first taste of everything that goes on during homecoming week, and they're all just excited and ready to go and watch the varsity team play on Friday night, watch all the festivities that happen Friday night. So,
that game does start at 7:30 while we're on this subject real quick. Homecoming parade, 5 o'clock in Westport. If you're able to make that, please do. But please come out and support your South Decatur football squad. They're 4-1. If nothing else, you need to come watch the Beast. Corbin Johnson, man, that kid, we didn't broadcast the game, but to give you an update on him, he played a quarter and a half last Friday night, had 8 carries, 200 yards with 3 touchdowns. I mean, folks, you don't take somebody that has to know really about football or to be a statistician to know what that means. I mean, he obviously, I wasn't here. Was you here, Seth? Obviously ran over him. I mean, it's just,
It was 47-0 at the end of the first half.
Oh, my gosh, 47-0 at the end of the first half. So you could tell then, of course, running clock, but it ended up being 55-8. So, and when those moments happen, gives you opportunities for some of your underclassmen. Yeah. And like that, Corbin only played a quarter and a half. Why keep him in? You don't need to. You can't afford to get him hurt.
Absolutely.
So, Friday night they have Cloverdale. The following Friday,
Switzerland
County at home.
I believe that's senior night.
And that's senior night.
And then 2 on the road.
Then we got Milan.
And then Dayton Christian.
Now, the Milan game, I will tell you, we're not going to be able to broadcast due to the fact that there is no cell phone service, which our Wi-Fi, quote, hotspot that we use, which I know because I'm a T-Mobile customer, is what we use. It doesn't pick up there at all. So we will not be broadcasting that game. I don't know about the one in Dayton, but, man, that's a hefty drive, buddy, get off work to get up there. That's a long – I think
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and And, of course, then you got the sectional, which, man, the sectional, it's not an easy sectional, really.
No. I mean, you still got North Decatur,
you got Milan. Makes me want to look it up and see.
Yeah, I'm drawing blanks other than those two. I know Oldenburg, I think, used to be in it, and then they don't have their – I don't think they have their team anymore. So I'm not quite sure. But we are getting ready here to kick off the second half. The Cougars deferred the coin toss, so they get the ball here to start, and they are up 16-0.
And go ahead and do our third quarter sponsor.
Our third quarter sponsor is – let me pull it up here real quick. Our third quarter sponsor is Kennelly and Daughters Car Wash, locally family-owned hometown car wash. They are proudly serving 2 convenient locations in Greensburg. Their mission is to provide the highest standards in car washing services, top quality products, as well as family-friendly customer service to the community we love and serve. Your car deserves the best. Add a little sparkle to your day with Kennelly and Daughters Car Wash. So thank you to Kennelly and Daughters Car Wash for picking up that third quarter. We have been preaching it all season.
Listen, buddy, that was all written down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I've been doing this for years, and there ain't no way you just come up with all that. I'm teasing you, Zach. I got to give you a hard time, man. But there was the ball was kicked off. McFarland had the reception, ran off, and that's a pass. It was thrown and caught, short pass
Number 14,
by 28.
Brody Bolton, I believe, yep.
Yeah.
Number 28, Brody Bolton.
Sorry, Zach, didn't mean to interrupt you. You do your thing, my friend.
You are fine. So
Gain of a couple brings up second down and 8.
2nd and 8 here for the Cougars. Ball on the and we have a flag.
Flag on the field.
Looks like it's offsides. Offsides is the call here against the Lancers. So that's going to push them forward.
Do they normally blow it dead like that, Zach? I thought it was a free. I thought it was a free play, but
you're just like
maybe if it endangers a play, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jumping off.
So Riker Martin going to go under center, handoff here to Cam Rigby, and it's an end around here to Brody Bolton.
That's that reverse.
Brody Bolton is going to pick up the first down on the end around there.
Number 28, Brody Bolton on the carry for your Cougars.
So that seems to be the specialty tonight is the end around plays.
Tackle made on the play number 18, Brennan Moss.
So that's going to be first and 10 here for the Cougars.
First and 10. Ball on the Lancer 42.
Ball on the 42. Looks like we got 3. 1 in the backfield. Looks like they had 3. And Riker Martin's going to go from the shotgun here and motion Brody Bolton away and give it to Cam Rigby. And Cam Rigby rolls forward for a couple more yards there.
Rigby on the carry. Tackle man of the play, Lancers number 80, Jonathan Burnett.
So that's going to be
correction, gain of 3, brings up second down
and 7 here.
Which, I mean, just like that when they, tripped him up with his feet, he still rolled 3 or 4 yards. Got 3 or 4 yards on that one.
So Riker Martin going to go here from under center with Emmett McFarland behind him. And it's a give here to Brody Bolton. And there's a flag on the field there.
Going to be holding probably.
Brody Bolton on the carry for your Cougars. Flag on the field. Holding called against the Cougars.
So it's a hold. And that's going to back the Cougars up there. And not what we really want to see coming out of the half. You got 2 penalties off the bat.
Well, the momentum's going in your favor.
Yeah.
I mean, this game, the whole game has been. You don't. And, you're rotating guys in and out. Don't get me wrong. Some South boys are playing both sides, but still, you would think it'd be opposite. You know what I mean? Edinburgh getting tired and worn out.
Second down and long.
So, second and long here for the Cougars. Riker Martin under center. He's going to give it to Cam Rigby. Cam Rigby's got a blocker ahead of him, and he's got green grass down the sidelines. And he
slipped on the dry spot.
As they would say in the NFL, it'd be the turf monster, but this time it's the grass monster that gets him.
Man, he's just short of a first down.
So that's gonna be about second, maybe about second in the nose of the football. So looks like Riker Martin's gonna go from under center here with Emmett McFarland behind him in the backfield. And gives it to Cam Rigby again, and Cam Rigby's got a lane here, and he's brought down after about 7 on the play. Picks up the first down.
That carry good for a South Decatur first down.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Cougars.
1st and 10 for your Cougars. Ball
inching ever so closely to the end zone, looking to score again. I'll tell you what, they're not really using Emmett McFarland much tonight. They're using Brody Bolton and Cam Rigby. Maybe they used Emmett a lot last game against them.
It may be. And you know what you're coming in against again, so it can give you different options to play some different things.
So Riker's going to go under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Pitches it to Brody Bolton. Brody Bolton's got a block, and he breaks the tackle.
Oh, my goodness.
And he tries to break another one, but another Lancer came in on the stop. So there's maybe a pickup of a couple on the play. And another Lancer injury here.
And that's a nice thing. Listen, okay, let me rephrase that. When there is an injury, as a coach, you take advantage of that and gives you kind of like a free timeout for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And that's a nice thing. That you can use that time.
Right.
Not that someone got hurt. That's not what I mean. But that you can take advantage of that and use that and not have to use a timeout. But the Cougars have pretty much ran this whole – the time off the clock. You know what I mean? Run the clock.
Yeah.
We're down almost halfway through this quarter already.
And, I do give the Lancers credit. They're still out here battling.
Yeah, and it's not a blowout either.
Yeah.
That last carry for your Cougars had no gain. Called a gain of a yard, brings up.
So there was no gain on that play, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. And you got to think maybe they go back to it again here, maybe give it to Cam Rigby. He's been getting quite a bit of yards on the end around. So Riker Martin going to go from the gun here. He's going to give it to Emmett McFarland. And
gosh.
Emmett's got some grass ahead of him, but
what a tank, man.
Yes.
That's one thing with this. That offensive line gives these backs a pathway to run.
Yeah.
They open the gap, they block and do that.
And it's not – sometimes it's hard to teach that at this age.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And to their advantage, this coaching staff that's with this junior high team has coached these boys all the way up through, So these boys are playing for coaches they've been used to since they was young, playing youth football.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference, man. And they're all on the same page working together with Coach Martin and the varsity staff to prep these boys, for next year.
So Riker Martin under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Give it to McFarland again, but there is a flag down on the field.
Number 2.
Looks like it's
on the carry for your Cougars. There's a flag on the field.
Going against the Cougars here, so they're going to back them up.
Illegal shift
Yep.
called against the Cougars.
Illegal shift there. So it looks like somebody wasn't set.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
And that's the thing, man, that that's the thing, man, is that you man, you got to be set. Once that happens, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to.
So Riker Martin going to get the ball here, hand off to Cam Rigby, and looks like he's finally brought down for the first time tonight
Number 20, Emmett McFarland on the carry for the Cougars.
in the backfield. So
And I mean, look at this, man. Cougars have almost, we're under 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
Play 8 minute quarters.
And that's the tough part when you're down 2 scores. In junior high, you only play 8 minute quarters. You don't get to 12, which is a lot of time. So it looks like Cougars are going to call a timeout. Looks like the boys were confused on the play call.
South Decatur. It is their first.
So we're gonna take a timeout here. 16-0 the Cougars. 2:23 to go in the third quarter, and we will be back.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School. Your Cougars lead 16-0 with 2:23 to go in the third quarter. And it's 4th and 13 here. Ball on the 27-yard line. So we're going to see what they have drawn up here in the playbook. Riker Martin going to give it to Emmett McFarland. And Emmett's going to fight. He's going to keep fighting, but he's eventually brought down after he gets past the original line of scrimmage. So there's going to be a turnover on downs there, and the Lancers are going to take over 1st and 10.
Comes up short of the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
You know, you take that chance because you're on this end of the field. I will say this, 15 looks like their quarterback, I believe.
Back on the field.
Saw him playing defense.
Yep, I see him right there.
And maybe he just tweaked his knee a little bit, hopefully. So if he's back out here, obviously he's not that hurt. So that's a good sign for them.
So 1st and 10 here for the Lancers, ball on the 20. And they're looking to score here and make it a closer game. They're going to go from under center, 2 backs in the backfield. The quarterback's going to keep it here, and he's brought down by Riker Martin after about a gain of 1.
You know, Riker Martin is on these boys' case just as much as Miles and Elon and them are, you know. I mean, they're on it.
And like the last game we watched, Riker got hurt the first series of the game, so he was playing with a tweaked knee that first game. So now he's kind of at full strength, so we're getting to see him.
And again, that's the future of South. You got a quarterback coming up, man. That's huge.
Lancers are going to pitch it here to one of the backs in the backfield, and he's wrapped up and brought down there by Emmett McFarland.
For the Lancers, tackle made on the play by Cougars number 2, Emmett McFarland.
Looks like I was about a gain of 2, maybe 1.
And man, you could tell Edinburgh
exhausted.
Well, you know, they got to play both sides of the ball, man.
Yep. They get no breaks?
No. We're at about a minute to go here in the third quarter. Still 16-0.
Man, tell that this game is just it's flying by.
Right. I mean, it is really.
Seems like we just started the third quarter and it's about to end.
Yeah.
So looks like the Lancers gonna go from under the center here. One back in the backfield. And the quarterback lost the ball, fumbled it.
No way.
And looks like it was picked up by the Lancers, so that was almost a mistake on their part, but they got it back.
Recovered by the Lancers. Loss of a few yards on the play brings up fourth down.
So we got 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Cougars still lead 16-0.
They're just going to let the clock run, dude.
And looks like they're trying to get a playoff here. And they don't. So that'll end the third quarter here. The Cougars lead 16-0. Heading into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School, start of the fourth quarter. Lancers have the ball, and they're going to hand it to one of their backs. And he is going to get the first down. He runs into the first down marker over there. And our fourth quarter sponsor tonight is Napoleon State Bank. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for the sponsorship. So it's going to be a Lancer first down there. Or no, correction. He didn't get there.
No. Wow.
So that's a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. Already knocking on the door on the 30-yard line.
You know, and that's right there for South. That's what you needed. I mean, that's
you
need that big stop, and you're right back where you left off.
So Riker Martin going to take it from the gun. Nobody behind him. He's going to rear back and throw it. And incomplete, but there is laundry on the field. So holding the call here for the Cougars, and it's going to back them up. So that's not the start you really wanted here to start the fourth quarter.
No.
You were knocking on the door, and now you're backed up to the 30 or 39. So, I mean, you were almost in the red zone, and now you're not. Now you got to fight for more yards behind the chains. Martin going to give it to McFarland here, and McFarland is fighting, and he's finally brought down after dragging half the Lancers football team with him.
Golly. he had like 4 of them on his back. Like that old gold mining donkey, man. He's on the back, and he's just pulling them down the hill, bub.
He kind of reminds me of one of my good friends I played football with, Jacoby Shook. Anytime that kid would carry the ball, it'd take a whole army to take him down.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah, he's a big fella.
He is. So, 2nd and 11 here for the Cougars. Riker Martin going to be under center here with three backs in the backfield, and he gives it to Elon Phelps. And Elon Phelps almost picks up the first down.
Well, the thing with him, man, you can tackle him back here, and he falls over, and he picks up 4 yards as he falls over.
He's just
And he's big and stout.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Martin going to give it to Phelps again, and Phelps runs over a kid and falls forward. So already here the Cougars are in the red zone.
That carry good for a South Decatur first down.
So 1st and 10 here from the 9.
1st and 10 inside the red zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
And you almost think that maybe they give it to one of them big guys and let him punch it in here for another score.
That'd be cool. I mean, listen, give it to Phelps, man.
Make it the night of the big guys.
Yep, make it the night of the Giants.
Riker Martin going to go from under center here. Gives it to Elon Phelps again.
Oh, boy, there he
Elon
goes.
Phelps. And he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Cougar.
I don't know if any of you at home can see yet, but Elon Phelps had 4 Lancers laying on the ground that tried to tackle him that just couldn't get him.
Them boys are big, buddy.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
they really are. For 8th graders,
Yeah.
for us down here, that's big.
And what's crazy is Elon Phelps, he's the nicest kid you'll ever meet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He
Well,
just
and that's like all them boys are like Miles and all
Yeah.
them are just a big teddy bears, man, off field. But you get them on the gridiron,
they
bud.
flip a switch.
Yep, and that's it. Night and day difference.
So we're going to go for 2 here. Riker Martin going from under center. 3 backs in the backfield. And it's going to Elon Phelps again. And
Look at him
he's
pushing.
driving, he's pushing, and he gets in.
Oh, my God.
His third 2-point conversion of the night.
Good. 5 minutes.
I'll tell you what,
44 seconds remaining
that
in the
kid
game. Cougars
is something
lead
else.
24-0.
You know, and he's going to come out here in a few minutes here, and he's going to have the kickoff.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades right there, buddy.
And, I have a feeling that kid is going to talk my head off tomorrow morning about how he's got all these touchdowns. And I'll say, you know what, kid? I'm not mad at you. Do it all you want.
Well, that's absolutely right, man. That's good play. Good play. That's crazy, man. And it's nice. We haven't seen this in a few years for junior high football at South, and it's promising for the football program in years to come, up to even the high school level.
Number 5, Raylan Henson.
So it looks like Raylan Henson's going to kick off now.
Instead of Phelps, wasn't Phelps kicking off earlier too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2, Caden Tubbett.
So Raylan Henson here kicking for the Cougars. Kick is away, and we got a flag. Looking to see what the call is here.
Oh, it's on them.
On the Lancers here.
Offside on the kickoff
Offsides.
against the Lancers.
You don't see that too often.
That'll push the ball 5 yards on the kickoff.
So
Cougars
now
will kick off from
the
45.
Lancers just gave the chance for the Cougars to pin them back deeper. So Henson going to kick off here again for the Cougars. And kicks away, and it's deep. And looks like
guys.
Elon Phelps there missed the tackle, but he's brought down from behind by, looks like Raylan Henson and Austin Owens there on the tackles.
Number 8, Austin Owens.
So Lancers taking over here. 24-0 for 5:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. And now it's just kind of the Cougars playing that game of bend but don't break.
Well, and I mean, you got to stop them. You know, you got to hold them. As they give Phelps a break over here on the sideline,
Yeah.
he's like, man,
Lancer's going to give it here to one of the backs.
Come on, boys.
Stiff arm,
Get
two
him
stiff
down.
arms, 3 of them, and he's finally pushed out here by Emmett McFarland. And
Number 80, Jonathan Burgett on the carry for the Lancers.
you see the sportsmanship. Even though he got tackled out of bounds, he's getting up, smacking the helmets and the shoulder pads of the South players.
well, and I like that because, you know, you
Second down and 2.
got to take both aspects of the game,
Yeah.
you know, from defense to offense. And give it to Edinburgh. I mean,
They're fighting.
they're fighting. They're trying to do everything they can. I mean, they really are. That didn't last that long with Phelps. He's back in there.
So the Lancers going to pitch it here to one of their backs,
Oh,
and there's a flag
yep,
thrown in the
you
backfield.
got holding and bring it back, but
And
Miles.
Wall just
Number 2,
trucks
King
him
Talbot on the carry.
out of bounds.
Oh, my
Out
gosh.
of bounds, number 56, Miles Wall. Flag on the field.
I believe it's going to be brought back.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding against the Lancers, so it's going to back them up.
Back about
Daggone.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So I don't know.
Miles likes him hits like that, buddy. He likes when he can do it.
I think he
And
watches too much of the Steelers.
He does, but we ain't going to go into that. We'll leave him alone. I guess that's better than the Cowboys.
Hey, now.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not really, but yeah, I'm just teasing.
It will be second
But no, he has, man. I mean, how many games have we watched of Miles, man? He's had some hard licks,
Yeah.
and he hits them hard, and that's what you need to do. You know, he ain't hitting them to where it hurts him, but he's going to make them remember who he is. That they look up and see that number running at him. You know?
Yeah. So 2nd and 14 here for the Lancers. Ball to 34. They're going to pitch it here to one of their backs, and he's got some green
Ooh.
grass ahead of him. But
Who was that?
Number 80.
That was
Jonathan Burgett on the
Raylan
Oh, look here.
Lancers.
Hold on, boys.
Oh,
Number of Cougars on the tackle. Gain of about 3 brings up
looks like we had
third
somebody
down
tangled in there.
and 11.
I don't know. We had a boy that for Edinburgh got taken down, and he come up like he was going to fight somebody over there, and then he got mad through his mouthpiece. I don't know.
So
We got timeout. Let's take a break.
score 24-0, 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. We will be back.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School. The Cougars lead 24-0 with 2:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
But, you know, even with that last play where there's a little extracurricular stuff, man, frustrations are running high right now, and I get it. It's a barbaric sport that you hit each other hard, man.
Yeah. Lancer's going to do a little drop pass here in the backfield, and he's brought down in the backfield
I think it was Miles again.
Miles again.
Yep. Miles is on it. Dude, the one thing I've realized with that kid watching even this game from the other ones, he can read it, and he's always looking for where the ball is.
Yeah.
So he can be there to make a play. Because we had 2 Cougars that missed the tackle, and Miles was right there behind him.
Yeah.
And he started out coming across the opposite side of the field.
So fourth and 13 here for the Lancers. Ball in 35, and looks like they're not going to punt here. They're going to run a play.
Oh.
A little dump pass here, and he's brought down in the backfield by Elon Phelps and Emmett McFarland, but there is a flag. It looks like it's going to be illegal procedure. or illegal shift.
Flag on the
Yep.
field.
So
The illegal shift on the call against the Lancers.
back them up here some more, and
And what big difference from, the elementary level in 5th and 6th grade coming in junior high with the rules, because you're in the big leagues now, buddy.
yeah,
I mean, the rules are the rules.
You're playing high school rules now.
Yeah. There's 135 left in this contest. Your South Decatur Cougars are leading the Edinburgh Lancers 24-0 here at South Decatur High School. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, they're asking Josh about this penalty. So legal procedure against Edinburgh declined.
So the Cougars are going to take over on downs.
Is a turnover on downs. Cougars will have the football back. 1st and 10 from the Lancer 32.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cougars, and that I figured Josh would decline that because it was already 4th down.
You might as well take the ball because now you got control. I mean, you really can do what you want and let the clock run out like this. Take your time. Go up. Whatever you want. I don't know if they'll really run a play. They might. I don't know.
I mean, you could wait till 2 seconds, snap the ball, run the clock down. So Wrecker Martin under center here. Going to hand it off to.
And there's that reverse.
There's the reverse there. Brody Bolton. He's got blockers. And he gets taken down at maybe the marker.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1st down. Yep, 1st down.
So 1st down there. So, 1st down it is. Clock keeps rolling.
That carry good for a South Decatur 1st down.
So 45 seconds to go here in the ball game. So we're going to see if maybe
they're going to have to at least down it. They're going to have to at least down it one time.
1st and 10 from the 21.
We'll see if
and that's what they're going to do. Yeah. You got the refs standing right there on it. They're going to. All right, and that'll bring it to the end.
Yep. So your Cougars are victorious here tonight for the junior high ball game, 24-0 over the Edinburgh Lancers. And, it wasn't a blowout. And the boys talked to me Monday. They were like, yeah, can't wait for you guys to broadcast the game. It's going to be a good one. And I was like, I hope it's not a blowout. I hope it's at least close so we don't run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It is. And that's the thing. It's, they played well. Your penalties hurt you a little bit, but luckily for South, even with the penalties, Edinburgh had same with penalties, so that kind of helped you out. They did hold them defensively. But, ultimately in the end, they come out victorious, and it's a win and the win column, and that's always good no matter what. So we're going to take a real quick break. We'll be back a few minutes, I'm sure. Try to get Coach Wall up here to maybe talk a little bit, but we'll come back and discuss a little bit more. We'll be right back after this.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com. This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, welcome back here to South Decatur High School, where your South Decatur Cougar Junior High football team won against the Edinburgh Lancers 24-0. Right now we have Coach Josh Wall. Be anxious to hear
What's up,
what
guys?
he's got to say. How's it going, buddy?
Good now. Gotta win.
Man, I'll tell you, we were talking a little bit in the beginning of the game, Josh, kind of just let you know with us with what me and Zach was talking about. Focus what we thought, number one, penalties. Obviously, with any football game, you don't want penalties. But how much smash mouth football you were going to play. So,
well, and that's the thing, just
sorry, Uncle Don.
You're all right. Just coming out with that intensity, aggression right out of the gate. I mean, you put your stamp on the game when you come out. We came out on defense first. Mm-hmm. I let my captains, they decided. I said, hey, guys, I want offense. They said, nope, we want defense. I said, good. So they came out there, first play from scrimmage. We had a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a big play. Seriously, hats off to some of these seventh graders and the younger kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because they really stepped up. I mean, we were without one of our starting running backs tonight. Lost another receiver during the game. Mm. So, when you're down kids that are always in the plays and,
right.
It really, it's nice to see it all come together. You know what I mean? These kids fill the holes, and we always preach, next man up. Whoever's the next person up, that's who it is. You know what I mean?
And
so
something I like tonight, though, too, talking, with running and doing that was, Elam Phelps had, the extra points ran in. And unfortunately, with the penalty in the first, the part of the game where we didn't have a touchdown, but even Miles, man, running the ball in again. It's a good opportunity for them big guys.
And, it's a chance for these kids to experience something, especially in the junior high level. This is a chance for them to have fun, play, enjoy the game, fall in love with the game. That's the biggest thing. Yes, we want to win. We're all competitors. But at the end of the day, we want all these kids to have a great experience and come back, you know. So that's what we're really trying to do at South is just build that, for Coach Martin and for our football program. Mm-hmm. So one day, hopefully we'll have great success.
Right, and you guys got a lot coming up, too, from the younger group into your junior high program next year. I think
we have like 11 8th graders going up, and that's pretty big. That's a big class for one grade.
Plus you got some coming up from 6th grade into your junior high program.
And I think there's like 12 or
So
13
you
of
so you
those.
lose 11, you're gaining
You
some
do,
throughout
you do.
that, and that makes it nice.
And it's kind of one of them things, the size, we'll miss that this year. But, no, honestly, these kids played their butts off tonight, and, they deserve this one. So
And next week goes to – sorry, you're going to ask something? Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask, I mean, obviously the games that we've done, we've seen Emmett getting the ball quite a bit.
Yeah.
So what I noticed Brody and Cam getting a lot of the touches tonight. So
and with that, part of that, Ethan Rohr, he's out this week, and he's one of our lead backs. So when he goes down, we start implementing some of these other kids. And, Brody, he did good tonight. There's a few times I'd like to see him get outside.
Right.
He made that cut back in. A lot of these kids, they think it's Madden. It's not Madden.
Right.
When you get hit by a kid, you'll realize it ain't Madden.
Well,
So.
Well, and in Riker Martin, too, both sides, offense and defense, he had some good tackles out here, too, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a lot of open field tackles
Yes.
tonight, Riker did. But back to your question, Zach, though, seriously, these kids, just getting that opportunity, and seizing that opportunity. I mean, Brody did good. Cam did good. They both ran hard. Emmett still got his, and so did Phelps. Miles got one couple tonight,
Right.
But, no, awesome. I appreciate you guys doing it for us. Seriously.
Next week's at Jennings County.
Nope, next week is at North Decatur. On
North
Wednesday night.
Decatur.
North
Okay.
Decatur.
North Decatur.
Yeah,
all right.
that's a revenge game. You guys were here the last time we played them.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I don't know what we got going on.
I didn't
we
like
might
the way
be able
that
to-
one,
we
that
might be able
one
to do
ended,
that one.
but
But, Josh, thanks for coming up
All right,
talking to us,
appreciate
man.
it.
We appreciate it.
Yep.
And hopefully we might be able to be there. If not, good luck next week and the rest of the season. What's your record now?
our record is 3-2.
3-2. There you go. So tonight, that's it, 24-0.
There we
Again,
go.
Josh Wall,
Yep.
coach of the junior high
Appreciate
Cougars.
it. Appreciate
we appreciate
it,
it.
brother.
Thank
Zach,
you for taking
thank
time.
you. Thanks for coming out, guys.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, see you.
All right, we always appreciate that when the head coach comes up and takes time to talk to us a little bit, give us their input on things. Zach, you got any final things to say?
I mean, just come out and watch these younger levels play. Not even varsity. If you get a chance on a weeknight or Saturday morning, come watch these younger kids play. I mean, they appreciate it so much.
Yep.
And just continue to rally behind these kids. I mean, there's a lot going on here at South Decatur that nobody really talks about.
Yeah, there is. And if you get that opportunity again, this Friday night is homecoming. Game starts 7:30. Homecoming parade's 5 o'clock in Westport. Come out, enjoy it. They're playing Cloverdale, so we'll see how it goes. Zach and I will be back. So, again, Zach Little, Jim Wall, thank you for tuning in. Everybody have a good night.